So great, Justin. Thank you very much for taking the time to join this call. My name is Puga Shankar. I'm the principal with Smart Gladiator LoadProof. Right. I mean, see, we, the way I look at it is that we, it's like we build race cars, but we don't get to race them. Right. You guys race them. So it's always exciting to hear from you guys on the system, how well it's working for you guys, and how well it's all the problems that you're having, your life is better and things like that. That is the whole idea behind developing the software, right? So if you could please start with introduce yourself and the role that you play, and some of the responsibilities that you have, and then the company organization that you work for, right? We can get started there. Yeah.
All right, my name is Justin Hubbard. I'm an operations manager for First Shift. I also cover planning. Um, I work for a 3PL company, Hub Group. Been working here for the last 4 years. So we implemented LoadProof about a year and a half ago now, I believe. Um, we started out implementing it, rather slow. Really picked it up. We probably used LoadProof for 75% of our deliveries going out the door.
Okay.
It's been wonderful, actually. The customer has really enjoyed it, able to fight claims. The pictures are worth 1,000 words. It's been a great thing for us. We've really enjoyed it to be able to go in there and set up an audit for this specific customer, because you need different criteria versus this customer over here. It's been wonderful for us. The technology is really easy to use. No complaints, on that end. It's nice. We have certain audits set up for truckloads, certain audits set up for LTL, certain audits set up for inbounds, and yeah, it's been a great addition to our bound, and really helped us fight those claims to, LTL carriers that damage the product in transit, and we haven't really been able to fight that before now. So it's been great.
Great. So, what was the exact problem you were trying to solve when what was that so painful that was before using LoadProof?
Yeah. So the biggest pain point, like I said, is customer complaints. Is them coming back saying, "Hey, this pallet never arrived," or "Hey, this pallet is missing half of it," or things like that. So we use a certain piece of tape on the outside edge of the plastic, and we take a picture of every single pallet before it goes out the door, and we are able to take that photo to the customer and say, "Hey, look, this is how it left. Here it is on the truck," and you can see that it is different than the picture that you're showing us, right? The outside tape on it has been broken and it's not there and it's been rewrapped. You can totally tell, this is how it left our facility and this is how it is now. It's completely different, and it gives us the ability to fight those huge claims where half a pallet's missing, or an entire pallet for that matter, or anything like that.
That was the real pain that you guys wanted to solve with LoadProof. That's where it started. So, how did
Yeah.
you find out about LoadProof? How did you were you looking for a specific solution, or you heard from someone, or how did you find out about LoadProof?
Yeah, our corporate office, has looked at process improvements from drones to load proof.
Yeah.
And this idea, I can't tell you who had it. I believe it was our VP of operations. Heard about you guys through some fashion or another, and we were actually the first facility to take this on. And I want to say we're over 5 facilities now that use load proof, I think.
Yeah.
But we're the first facility that tackled it.
Yeah.
Um, it was such a great response from us and our customer at our facility that we started implementing it in other facilities. But to answer your question, it was a VP of operations. I'm not sure how he initially heard about it.
Okay.
But yeah, that was the biggest pain point, was stopping chargebacks, and having some type of proof that, you can't deny a picture.
Great, great. So how was life before load proof and after load proof, right? How was it painful? What were the things that you guys were trying to do to show the customer that, hey, the product, the load indeed left your facility perfectly, and when they come back and complain, right? What were some of the things you were doing, and how painful was it, and how was life better after a load proof?
So The pain points again were, not being able to prove that we shipped that load
Yeah.
fully intact.
So how, what would you do, right? So, you were doing that and the customer called and complained, hey, we didn't, receive half a
There was,
pallet, or we didn't
yeah, there
receive.
was just no way to fight it,
Oh.
so we just had to accept it. We could say, hey, it looks like it was rewrapped, this or that, but there was no certainty.
And you didn't have
Certainty.
you didn't have any documentation on your side, like a bill of lading, or go back and dig
Yeah.
into the file, find the bill
Yeah,
of lading,
and,
find the packing slip and things like that.
of course, we had BOL and packing slip, but again, when a pallet shows up at a customer and it's missing
Yeah.
half of it, or it's missing a whole pallet,
Yeah. Yeah.
for
Yeah.
that matter,
Yeah.
there's just there's no real way to say, yeah, I shipped it out, here it is, but there's no way to prove I didn't leave it on my dock.
Yeah.
There's no way to prove that, that pallet was rewrapped.
Yeah.
And that's what LoadProof gave us.
Okay.
It gave us the ability to say, hey, no, look, this is how I left the facility, period.
Yeah.
And there's
Yeah.
no question in it.
Yeah. And after, so today, before, you wouldn't be able to do anything. I mean, would you guys compensate, or would you be like, you know what, hey, we'll take the
Yeah.
cost or something like that?
Yeah, so the customer was paying the fines, and I
Yeah.
think since then they've cut back 50% in fines, in the last year of what they paid out previous years.
Is that the retailer chargebacks they were shipping to retailers, and those retailers would impose fines on them, and that has gone down by 50% now?
Yes.
Wow, man, that's a
Yeah,
nice.
it's been huge.
Yeah,
It's
okay,
been huge.
that's a nice number. That's a nice savings, and hopefully we make you guys look good in front of your customers too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been great. It's been good for all of us.
Yeah.
The customer is, very, very thankful, because at the end of the day, we're a cost plus environment. We don't necessarily have to pay those chargebacks. The customer, accepts those fines and just
Yeah.
tries to work with us on how to get it right.
Yeah.
So when
Yeah.
we was able to implement this and seeing the results over a year period, I mean, it was fantastic. It was great.
Okay, so are you guys using LoadProof only for outbound, or you're also using it for other areas like inbound, trailer inspection and things like that?
Yeah, we use it, mostly for outbound. Now,
Okay.
we have other situations where we need to use it. A load was broken into, so we want to document everything. We want to make sure everything is very clear in the
Yep.
instructions and what needs to be captured, right? So we built
Yep.
the LoadProof for that.
Yeah.
Special quality things that are either need to be held and moved for whatever reason, or or they need to go to block because there's something wrong with the product or whatever.
Yep.
We have a ability to go in and say, okay, well, let's take a picture of the material. Let's make sure that we capture this information, and that's another thing LoadProof gives us.
Great. And if you could please list down the key benefits, right? Could you please list down the key benefits, right? One is obviously the customer has a full visibility to how the load left your facility, right? And then how much time you guys save before customer complaint, how much it was basically that's a pissed off customer, right? Now you have to
Yep.
make them happy. There is a certain service level agreement that you guys have that you have to meet, and also you can only take so much shrinkage, right? There is some shrinkage that you're allowed to, because it's all operations, and no system is perfect, no process perfect. So from that perspective, could you list down what are the key benefits that you guys got after rolling out LoadProof, please?
Yeah, first, definitely customer satisfaction. That's number one. Number two, I think the amount we were able to audit because of how much faster it went was a huge benefit to us. I mean, we audited double. Instead of writing every single order down, writing everything down on paper, now we're snipping a picture of it, and it's boom, 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 fast.
Yeah.
So we were able to almost double what we were auditing going out the door. So catching mistakes before they go out the door.
Yeah.
Huge benefit to us. So that again, the customer satisfaction.
Yeah.
And then
what about the time spent on, right, before, if the customer complains saying that, hey, we got only half pallet, or we didn't receive an entire pallet, you would go, and how much time you would spend on researching it, talking about it, making sure it does not happen, and I know warehouse sometimes, right, it's a really what do you call, right, revolving door sometimes, right? So all that happens. So how has that improved now with LoadProof?
So that hasn't. I mean, I'm glad you brought that up. I didn't even think of that perspective, but tremendous improvement there as well. Because I mean, it went from let me look into this and spend hours trying to figure out what happened versus to hey, here's the load proof. Let me send this to you via email. All I got to do is type your email address in on the website, and boom, it sends it right to you.
Correct.
So
Correct.
dramatic results there as far as the quality manager, ops managers, supervisors, all that tension and time taken to investigate that kind of thing is completely out the window now, because it's just as simple as all right, pull the order number up, takes 5 minutes, and it's nothing.
Good, good. And approximately how much time you guys would spend, if someone reports a lost pallet claim, blah blah blah, is it like a day? I mean, not, maybe a few hours at least, right? How many hours you would spend,
Yeah, I would say initially, we were spending probably 15, 20 hours a week.
Wow, man, okay.
At the minimum, right?
Yeah,
And it
yeah.
went down to, well, now we just, they sent us a, like I think last month, the customer sent us a list. And, once you start fighting those charges, they kind of soften up on you a little bit because they understand, hey, you have some valid proof that, you shipped it the correct way. So the chargebacks and things, they start to slow down a little bit over time. But, I think last month the customer sent us about, 20 shipments. I was like, hey, and it literally took like 10 minutes. It was nothing.
That's like, nipping it in the bud, right? I mean, you don't let the problem, become big and all that, but you're like, hey, you know what? Oh, there's a problem. Oh, let me share this information from LoadProof for you. Okay.
Yep.
Great, fantastic. So just very high level, right? Very high level. Thinking about the customer, improvement, customer satisfaction, right? All the service level agreements that you guys meet with your customers. How has the customer relationship improved because of LoadProof?
Tremendous. I mean, once the customer got their faith back into us when, because our first year was relatively rough with this contract. And, we really turned things around after that. And it's been totally uphill since then. But I would say, for them and the amount that they've saved, I would say that our relationship has grown quite a bit. And their trust in us is a lot better. They're relying on us a lot more independently, not so involved. Hey, look, this is what they say. They got it. There's no need to worry. Once I tell them what we need to do, it's over. So I would say, it's been a tremendous improvement, and LoadProof has been a big part of that.
In terms of improving the relationship with the customer. Hopefully you guys are getting more business now, right? From the same customer. Hey, you know what? We love these guys, and they do a great job, and they send us photo proof. That's what has happened to other customers, right? So that's what has happened to other customers. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm confident, in how well we've done over the last couple of years that, we probably secured the bid for the next 5 years.
Oh, nice, awesome, fantastic. See, approximately, right, very, very high level, what is the dollar amount that you think you guys might have saved? Do you know?
Very high level. They don't share everything with us as far as what they get in chargebacks and things like that. I know they set aside money specifically, and I would venture to say it's over $1 million.
Wow, man, that is nice. So that's ever since you guys started using LoadProof, right?
Yep.
Oh, great, fantastic. I mean, that's nice to hear. See, that's what we want. We want, for our customers, right? And that's that's what we strive for every single day. Great. So would you recommend LoadProof to someone that is in your role? Someone is like an operations manager, has a bunch of loaders, shippers, people that are working so hard to ship the product on a daily basis. Would you recommend LoadProof to someone else?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
If they don't have it, they need it now.
Why is that? Why would you recommend?
I mean, just the amount of time we save investigating, just the relationship that we was able to build better off of this. The trust the customer gave us from showing, look, no, we picked it and we shipped it correctly. Here you go.
Yeah.
And being able to prove that to them was everything at the moment.
Great, fantastic. So is there anything else we can do for you from a capability perspective, from a software perspective? What else we can do for you to make your life even better? Any other new capability that would help you? Just one thing that I just want to let you know is that See, today we also have another app that you can download, and we'll send you the link. You can download and use it for free. Basically, right today, if you want to look at the photos, you have to go to your browser and then computer, and then put in log in through the browser and do it. We have a mobile app, so you can do that from your mobile device itself. You don't have to go to the computer and then look it up. You can just do it from your mobile device. And for some reason you're in a meeting, right? Somebody is asking a question. You know what? Hey, I can look at it right now, and you can just log in and then look at it and then share with them if you have to.
Okay.
So
awesome.
We have that.
I'd love to see that one.
Yeah, we have many other. So like that, would you like any thing, any other thing, any improvement that would you like?
At the moment, no. I think, right now we use tablets. That seems to be our biggest downfall, is because, they drop, they break.
Okay.
Things like that. I think, I'm not sure if there's a way around it, but I think if there's some type of improvement in any area, that would be the biggest.
Okay.
Lowering, the cost that it takes us. We've replaced the tablets quite a bit.
Did you guys buy the tablets from us? Because we have really good rugged tablets that we provide.
I honestly no, we don't, unless the first ones were through you guys. But I need tablets right now, and maybe that's the thing I need to do is reach out to you guys.
Yeah. We have some really good rugged tablets, and these are tablets used by fire servicemen, policemen, and a lot of delivery people. That's a really good rugged tablet, right? It's specifically for warehouse use, not the consumer grade tablets you would get from Amazon or something. It's a really good rugged tablet that you can use. I mean, the only thing we say is, do not drive forklift on it, right?
Right.
Other than that, it will get its job done really well. And the tablet itself is rugged. On top of it, we had extra protection on it. We put a really good, nice screen protector, and then we put a rugged case on it. So all those things are available. So I'll email you, or Maria will email you, and then if you could please share, we can work with you, and we can get you some tablets. Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that'd be great. But as far as everything else, the structure of the LoadProof, it's great. It's everything we need at this point. But yeah, it's been fantastic.
Okay, awesome. Thank you, Justin. Thank you for taking the time and sharing this feedback. This means a lot to us. And at the end of the day, that's what we are passionate about, right? People on the floor. I've been to at least 200 warehouses, and I've worked with people like yourself lot more closely. That's what I did in my previous life, and that's what we strive for. And thank you for this feedback, and this means a lot to us. Thank you for your time.
Absolutely. Have a good day.
Thank you.